Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Entropic Plays FTL. I am Entropic, and I've actually been practicing quite a bit while off camera just because, in all honesty, I kind of suck at this game. But actually, in doing that, I tested out easy mode and actually managed to beat the game. So I actually got a few new ships. I got the Osprey, actually, for completing the game for the first time, even though it was on easy mode. So I still definitely need to beat the game on regular mode, but the point is that I got a new ship. It's kind of cool. It has this extra weapon that fires automatically, but it takes forever to charge. So I actually find the ship a little bit annoying to play, but I'll probably play it in one of these episodes coming up here. I also got the Adjudicator, or Adjudicator, rather, or yeah. That's the Adjudicator. Sorry, I wasn't completely sure I was pronouncing it right. Anyway, this is a Zoltan ship, so these guys, of course, give power to whatever system they are in. And it starts with the halberd beam, which is really interesting because it actually does 2 damage per room, and of course has shield piercing because it's a beam weapon. And that actually makes it really good to start off with. Not only that, but it actually has the Zoltan shield, so you can actually take a few hits before the shield goes down. But that does not regenerate until, of course, you use the FTL. I also got the Nesacio, or however you spell it, or not spell it, pronounce it. But this one's kind of interesting because it's a stealth ship, so it has really high dodge chance because it has high engine or very good engines to start with. It also comes with a cloaking device off the bat, but it has no shields to start with, and it costs like 100 scrap in order to get the first level of shields. It's a really interesting ship. I actually haven't played it very much. I think I've played it once, and I kind of died. My favorite so far, of the new ships at least, is that Adjudicator, which I think is what I'm actually going to play right now. So hopefully we will have a good run. I have not been having the greatest runs lately, but I do really like this ship. First things first, I need to get all my guys in the right area because you kind of don't start off with very good power. So you of course need to have these guys in their correct areas and then kind of move the power around. So I'm going to power down the medbay, power up the halberd beam, and we also have this Leto missile, or Leto missile, I'm not sure exactly how it's pronounced. But basically it's just a shitty missile, so I usually try and sell that right off the bat. But I'm not going to hit up the store yet because we obviously do not have enough money to buy anything, and the Leto only gives us like 10 scrap when we sell it or something like that. So I guess we have our first encounter right here. And what's neat about the halberd beam is that, I'm going to pause it, is that you can have it cut across multiple different rooms. And a lot of times what this means is that you can actually hit like more rooms than I feel like is intended. Like you can hit like the very edge of rooms and it will still deal like full damage. Now, since these guys do have a shield, which is pretty standard, we will only be dealing 1 damage, but since we got the shields down, this next one should actually deal 2 damage per room. Okay, actually it looks like their shields are going to come back up before we get to do that, but not a big deal. And that should... oh, okay, I guess it won't finish them off. Ooh, I should really put on auto fire just so that I don't have to keep lining up the same thing over and over again. But yeah, I think this ship is really neat to start off with. In my last run, when I wasn't recording, I actually ended up getting an ion weapon along with it, and it wreaked havoc, because you could just bring the shields down, of course, with the ion weapon, and then do like 2 damage per room. So, I don't know, it's just a really good combo. I'm going to go ahead and pause this and see how many of these rooms we can hit at once. Alright, actually if we do it from there, we won't be able to hit the... Alright, it looks like we might actually be able to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rooms right here if this works. Every now and then it doesn't count, but usually it will count like both of these rooms even though we're barely hitting them. But we do have to go through their Zoltan shield first, they have to go through ours. So it should actually take a few hits. Yeah, there we go. But it seems like beam weapons hit twice on Zoltan shields, so it actually brings them down pretty quickly. And ooh, our shields are down. We could actually take some damage from that. Okay, as long as they don't hit our weapons room right now, we should be fine. And I don't know if that actually did damage. I'm going to pause here real quick, set it up again, so that's more likely to do some damage. I set it up here at the edge, and then, yeah, that should work. I gotta make sure that my crew member doesn't die here either. Alright, no, we're gonna get him out of there. Yeah, crap. Ooh, we are not having very much luck here. We are actually in a very, very bad situation. Alright, we'll get the halberd beam back up and running. And then, we will try and make another line, but we do have to wait a really long time before the halberd beam charges again, which is unfortunate. It's one of the downsides of it. Oh, now our shields are down. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and accept surrender just because we are not doing so hot right here, and this will actually give me a chance to go and repair everything, and hopefully, okay, it looks like this fire is gonna put itself out since we have upgraded doors, which is nice. It's a nice little perk to start off with better doors. Okay, I'm actually going to open those up so that my guy won't die when he goes to repair that, because there's no oxygen in there, obviously. And then, let's go ahead and close the doors back up. And we should be good to go again. Man, that went terribly for a first sector fight. That was really bad. Alright, let's attack the pirate. Hopefully it will go better than our last one. Where should I hit? Let's try and hit weapons through shields. And that should work. That should definitely work. We do have to go through their Zoltan shield, though. We still have to go through ours, but they have a lot more weapons than we do. We only have one weapon. They have 3. But luckily, those are just like single lasers, and then they have a beam weapon. So as long as they don't hit our weapon system, we should be alright. Yeah, and that's not even going to hurt us because our shields are up. And then come on, halberd beam. Alright, did we miss the first area? Is that what happened? Alright, guess that's got to charge again. I'm not really sure what happened there. I don't even know if beams can miss. Looks like they don't want to fight. They're trying to escape. Well, that's too bad. They just got sliced in half. Ah, sweet. We actually got a Rockman out of that. We're going to go ahead and put him... Let's put him actually in command. Just because this way we will actually be able to power another room. We'll power the shields. That will actually give us some more power, obviously. Since the bridge doesn't require power, so basically having a Zoltan up front is kind of a waste of that ability. But we're going to go ahead and sell this Leto, or Leto. And then, doesn't look like they really have anything else that we want. We could repair. I'd kind of rather hold on to our money for right now and then possibly upgrade along the way. But it looks like we're going to have to head back to the way that we came from. Luckily, this is a ion field, or a nebula, rather, I guess. And so it slows the progress of the rebel fleet behind us. Alright, so first thing we're going to do here is... Whoa, can we actually hit 4? Okay, hold on, I'm going to pause this and see if we can actually hit all 4 of these rooms. Alright. If it does, then this should kill this guy right off the bat right here, as soon as we get a charge up. Ah, yeah. Just one burst. Not even a problem. And then well, let's hit up this... No, let's hit up the nebula first, and then we'll hit the distress. Alright, it's powering up its FTL drive. Alright, which way do we want to go with this? Weapons or shields? If we go for weapons, then he can't really retaliate, but if we go for shields, then we will of course get more damage. Let's go with the shields. We can get 3 of these rooms in one. And let's go ahead and go for that. Who knows, we might even be able to get the shields down with this burst, so that it will actually do 2 damage on the hull, depending on which way it goes. I think it'll go from right to left. And if that's the case, then we should actually get some extra damage. Yeah, like that. I didn't actually see if it did extra damage, though. But I'm going to go ahead and switch now, since their shields are down. They'll probably be back up by the time this thing charges. But, this way, since our Zoltan shield is down, we don't have to worry about getting hurt, and I guess they would have died no matter what, so it wasn't really a big deal. Then let's head up to the distress signal. Hopefully something good for us. Ooh. Yeah, this is the disease one. We'll send in the rock crew. We won't have to worry about him getting sick. And we'll get quite a bit of fuel and a little bit of scrap. And yeah, the rebel fleet's actually pretty far behind us, so we can actually kind of backtrack a little bit and then get as many areas as we can in here. Alright, hopefully these guys don't warp onto our ship. They probably will. Alright, let's go for the O2, and we can actually get all 4 of these rooms in here. I want to make sure that we get it, though. Alright, there we go. That should do it. And actually, I don't know if they can teleport onto our ship until our shield is down. Oh, nice, and that missile missed too. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, these guys don't stand a chance. They can't fire back or dodge now, and also they don't have oxygen, but we're obviously going to kill them before they suffocate or anything like that. Oh yeah, I love the Halberd beam. I think it's super neato burrito. Those pompous bastards! Alrighty. Lots of fuel. We actually... Wow, we have a lot of fuel. One less thing to worry about. Alright. Mantis. Okay, they don't have a teleporter, though, so we don't have to worry about that. That's really the... my main complaint about Mantis, typically, is... their ability to... Or... I guess they're just their hand-to-hand combat prowess. The fact that they do double damage. Now, that should hit all 4 of those rooms. That's what I'm hoping. Get some major damage in there. Take down their weapons while we're at it. And our Zoltan shield is actually still holding. So he's probably going to get another burst off. We will probably get through our Zoltan shield. Yep. But hopefully... Okay, he's probably going to get a missile off before we can... Oh, actually, no. Okay. So we actually didn't take any damage from that. Very, very nice. And yeah, I guess we'll just proceed towards the exit now. Ooh, sun. I hate suns, especially in the beginning levels, just because you don't have that much to fight it with. Alright, the good thing about having a long charge time is that you get lots of time to aim it. So hopefully this will hit the weapon systems. Yep. Oh, and it kills them in one burst. I forgot that they didn't have shields. So yeah, now we just have to bide our time basically until our shields charge back up. I don't know if the Zoltan shield actually does anything to help shield us against the fire. It might, since it just caused one little fire. Alright, we are actually good to jump, but I would like to get rid of this fire first. And we'll go ahead and... yeah, let's just get to the exit. I was kind of thinking maybe we could get one more jump in there, but I don't want to risk it. Because if you get screwed over this early, then it kind of makes for a bad run. Alright, and I will actually sell 15 missiles because we don't have a gun that requires missiles. And yeah, I'm very glad that I didn't go for another jump first. Otherwise, we would have had to deal with the Rebel fleet. Uncharted Nebula or Uncharted Nebula? Let's go with number 1. But we actually have quite a bit of scrap right now. I'm hoping that we can find a shop soon. But in the meantime, I'm actually going to upgrade our engines twice. That way, it will increase our dodge chance and make it so that our Zoltan shield actually stays up for quite a bit longer, hopefully. And, yeah. Hopefully increase our survivability a little bit. And we can't even damage this guy. So we basically just have to bide our time and wait for our FTL drive to charge, which will hopefully be pretty quick since I just upgraded the engines. Oh yeah, and they missed with that too, like I was talking about. But yeah, now basically we just wait, repair any damage that they do. And wow, they're okay, halfway there. They're missing with just about everything. I feel like this was definitely a good choice to upgrade that. Miss. Miss. Wow, they are missing with everything. I feel like we're almost in the clear now. Okay, they hit us with both of those. Took our shield down, but now we can get out of here. So we'll go ahead and do that. But yeah, this is why I'm hoping we can find a shop. Is so that, how much are we damaged? Let's repair 5 damage for 10 scrap. Get a little bit of healing in there. But yeah, I'm hoping that we can find another weapon or something. Yeah, ooh, anti-ship drone. That could come in handy if we end up getting a drone system. Which, who knows, we might want to do that. If not, then I can always just sell that for some extra money. Ooh, and we actually have a shop right here. I'll go ahead and hit that up. See what it has to offer. Alright, they have drone control, shield charge booster, and an FTL recharge booster. I don't really need either of those, but you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and get drone control. And let's move this to here. And I guess we can't sell that system repair drone now. But it comes with 2 power already in it. So what we probably want to do is get another power bar. Then we can power down the med bay, because it's not really pointful to us most of the time. And then in our next fight we can start using that anti-ship drone, which hopefully will come in handy for us. Uh-oh. People have boarded us. Alright, let's get another Zoltan in here, since you can only fit 2 people in the bridge. But, yeah, I don't think we'll be able to take them this round, but with a little bit of micro, we should be able to pull out when we need to, and then get some healing. And since we have that door, the upgraded doors, we don't have to worry about them following us either. So we can get plenty of healing in. And then, who knows, they might even fight us in the medbay, which would be very stupid of them, but really they have no choice, because there's no damage they can do without going through the medbay first. Yep, there we go, and they're gonna go down. So I'll bring the rock guy back up front. Then I'll have Zoltan help him heal up a little bit. Or repair, rather. And we'll get them back to the ship. Or back to the shields, rather. Alrighty. Let's chase them. Alright, so apparently no good came out of that. But that is alright. Alright, we could definitely take this guy out, especially with our anti-ship drone. We should be able to, weapons or... Okay, let's go for their shields and engines. Because if we can take out their shields, not only will our beam do more damage, but our drone will actually be able to get some damage in there. Yeah, and should actually be able to take them out. Man, drone combined with this should actually be a super awesome combo. And it looks like we are approaching the end of this sector. Alright, let's attempt to follow them. You get lucky. Oh, sweet. We actually got another crew member. Okay, so I'm actually going to leave the human here and then bring the rock guy back to, I guess, the med bay. And there's a shop right there, but I can't see us being able to buy anything since we don't have much money. This transgression will be overlooked. Maybe very dangerous. Next time, humans all die. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and engage. I'm not afraid of them. Maybe I should be, but I'm not. Alright, so we're going to try and take out as much as we can with one beam. Kind of what we've been doing this entire time. But, gonna go for shields, weapons, and bridge here. So that if we can actually take that out, wow. The drone actually had the shields down, so we did 2 damage per room, so it took them out in one burst. That was awesome. Alrighty, it looks like we're actually going to get to the exit just in time. And be able to hit the next sector. Let's go for Engi-controlled sector. And, alright, let's see what's at the store. We'll be able to sell our system repair drone. And then maybe even, ooh, beam. That would usually be good, but, since we actually don't have anything to take down shields, I think the anti-ship is actually a better choice at this point. So I don't think that they actually have anything that we want. A small bomb could actually be very useful. We can afford it. And it only requires 1 power. I'm gonna grab it. Yeah, I think that was a good choice. Get some healing in there. And, unfortunately, enemies in this area will probably start to almost all have 2 shields. Seems to... Sure, we'll aid him. Alright, accept. Alright, so I guess we have a quest marker now. We'll make our way over there. And hopefully, we will be rewarded greatly. Alright, you see, this is what I'm talking about. They already have 2 shields. This is where our anti-ship drone will actually come in handy. Hopefully have the shields down long enough for us to actually cause damage. Alright, this thing's almost charged. I think I will have it lined up and actually use it right as my drone fires. Like that. Oh yeah. That's the damage I'm talking about. Unfortunately, it did not actually take any shields down or anything, because it only did 1 damage. But, should be able to manage it again if we time it right. 8 missiles, 1 drone part, and 15 scrap. That actually sounds pretty awesome. I'm gonna take him up on it. We didn't take any damage from it either. Let's hit up the distress beacon. Alright. Ooh, we actually get a blue option here because we have a beam weapon. I don't think I've ever had that before here. So, yep. We get scrap, fuel, drone parts. Pretty awesome, really. And let's hit up the quest. And hopefully we will be rewarded greatly. Scan of the lost ship. Move in to rescue them. Am I supposed to, like, let them live, I'm guessing? That would be my guess. Alright, where do I want to hit here? Probably shields. So, I guess let's go for, like, that. Or we could try and go for that. Alright, let's see if our drone's missing a lot. That looks good. Ooh, we could actually probably hit the weapons, actually, then. If that works. Yeah, that should definitely work. Ooh, let's actually have it from the shields to the weapons so that we hurt the shields first. And then, gotta time it with the drone again. Oh, it's charged. I guess I could have done it there. Nice. Alright, and actually, their shields are partially down. So hopefully those won't come back online before it's charged again, and then we should actually be able to cause terrible, terrible damage to them. Okay, their shields actually did come back up, but we got them back down. These guys should be going down for sure. Alright, their weapons are back up. I'm not really worried about that. Yep, there you go. They got 1 damage on us, but that is quite alright. Oh, that wasn't that great for doing an entire quest line. There is a distress beacon there, but we would have to waste a whole nother jump to do that. So I'm not going to worry about that. Let's see how much it would be to upgrade that. So it would be 55 if we got the power along with it. So I'm going to do that, just so that we have the option of using a missile. Or I guess a bomb, because it teleports. Let's head back this way a little bit. As usual, we are trying to hit as many places as possible before we advance so that we can get as much scrap as possible. Otherwise we will be underpowered, whereas the enemies will be overpowered. Receive a distress call, nearby NG ship, assistance requested, danger present, sure. Ooh, they have a teleporter, this could be bad. Alright, let's deploy this. Let's use a small bomb on the shields. And then we will go for shields through weapons. Like that? Something like that? Yeah, that looks right. That should do it. And then hopefully they don't teleport, but I'm kind of guessing they will. Ooh, they have a high dodge chance. Alright, I may have to rethink this then. Shields. Shields are important, and we can't really go for anything with the shields. Alright, now, I guess that was probably the best choice, but I actually will probably use a small bomb on the cockpit first, so that we're not missing as much. Hopefully it'll hit. God, missed, damn it. Damn. Alright, so we didn't get any damage in there, unfortunately. Damn, it's missing every time. Alright, I'm going to save this until that thing at least gets the shields down. Okay, there we go. Awesome. Ah, okay. So, yeah, I guess they do have to wait until... Yeah, alright, I'm actually going to open this door for them so that they come in here. Oh, wait, I do need to get power to it first, though. What can I lose power on? Okay, I can lose power from the engines, so let's get them over there. And yeah, then let's small bomb the shields now, actually. Alright, they're going down. And now we just need to deal with the guys on our ship. Ooh, let's request a weapon. Hull Smasher Laser. Not really what I want, but that will actually allow us to sell that and actually get some extra scrap from it. So I stand by my decision. And then let's get this guy back to shields as soon as he finishes repairing the oxygen. And then Rock Guy was already there, I guess. And then we will get this guy to the engines, I think is where he was. Ooh, and there's actually a store here. That is risky, though. I don't think we'll be able to make it to the exit from there. Alright, let's just hit up the store. I think we can take a rebel ship, hopefully. Alright, defense. Ooh, scrap recovery arm. That's definitely worth getting. Pays for itself very quickly. We don't need the Hull Smasher Laser. Alright, oh, we can actually get to the exit from here. Awesome. Alright, sure, let's go ahead and buy 6 fuel. Just because it is slightly cheaper there. Ooh, and there's actually another store here. Let's hit that up, and then we should be able to make it back before it's dangerous. Oh my gosh. That's what I want right there. Requires 3 power. And we can't quite afford it. If I sold this, would we be able to afford it? We would. That could definitely be worth it. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with this. Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and sell this. Could definitely come back to haunt us. This is a really tough decision. Damn. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and sell it. Fortune favors the bold. And, then we will hit up the exit. God, I feel like I'm going to go to regret that. But, alright, let's go to the civilian sector. We are still making progress, slowly but surely. And, let's hit up this distress beacon. We definitely can't afford anything at the shop. Yeah, let's give them fuel. Hole Smasher Laser. We already got one of those. But we should actually be able to sell that. Just like we did with the last one. Boarding drone. Okay, we could sell that too. Even though those things do sound super awesome. Oh no. That's bad. Alright, let's do the anti-ship. And then, hopefully, we should be able to take on these guys. I'm really worried that we won't be able to, though. Since they do have... Oh, crap. Good dodge chance, too. Alright, let's actually have this ready to go for when shields go down. Okay, should have done it right there, but I did not. Oh, you missed. Come on, come on, come on. Do it. Alright, we got some damage in there. We're fire. Okay. That's actually a very good place for fire. Alright, looks like we're going to have to time this one again. Oh wait, I guess they're on fire too, so... That's a lot of missiles. But we need scrap more, we really do. Oh, and also we don't really have a use for missiles anymore. So I do not accept surrender, and this should take them... Okay, it didn't take them out. But they should be taken out very soon. Next burst should definitely take them out. Alright, yep, that did it. Oh, wow, that is a lot of fire, though. Okay. Okay, we did get quite a bit of scrap from that. I'm going to go ahead and put out the fire in the drone control room. And then, once we get a warning, we will get the fuck out of here. And then our weapons are going to be majorly hurt here. Let's hit up the shop, just so that we can sell all the stuff that we got. And, alright. So, let's sell this boarding drone, and then sell the whole laser. We actually have a fair amount of money now. And, fuel. We will probably need fuel pretty soon. But I'm not going to worry about it right now. And, let's actually vent this out here. Since we really don't have to, come on. Don't spread. Alright, so it's a good thing that we, chose a, shop area, though. And first thing I'm actually going to do is heal these guys up. And, this guy can actually start working on the weapons. Close the doors. Yeah, the weapons are going to require a lot of healing. So let's get these guys back over here. And once that's all up and running, we should actually be good to go. Ooh, actually, alright, so we need 2 more power, so that's going to be 125, and we are going to need 40 after that. Maybe 45, depending on if that goes up again, which it probably will. So, we actually need quite a bit more scrap. But we're actually getting pretty close to having enough. Alrighty, let's actually check who's good at what here. Alright, it looks like Finn is on shields. Lagarde is good at engines, really good actually, and Me is good at weapons. So, Me weapons. Lagarde, I think it was the engine man, and you will be on shields. Awesome. Alright, and we will just continue on our way here. We're doing actually surprisingly well. Oh wow, this guy doesn't have shields. This guy's going down so fast. Pause real quick, line it up. And I don't even think that I will waste a drone on this guy. Alright, I just want to make sure that I have it right. Alright, there we go. That should definitely get us maximum damage. Oh wow, that thing's shooting super fast. As long as they don't hit my weapon. Okay, sweet, that missed. Yeah, he's gonna die. Okay. Didn't die in one burst, but he is definitely on his way there. And then shield should be back up by the time this thing fires. Yep. Oh, it only shoots 1, too. Yeah, this guy's dead. Too easy. Investigate the station. Heavy laser mark 2. And we have enough, or at least we should, to have the Ion Blast up and running. Awesome. And then I think we might want to get defensive again, because we actually have a lot of really awesome offensive stuff. Ooh. Engines, attempt to outrun them. Oh, it didn't even work. Alright, so we have no shields. Alright, let's power those down, get some shields up. And, wow, we actually have all of our weapon stuff. It shows... Okay, as long as we don't suffocate to death, this should work out fantastic. Because I can take out the drone and take out their weapons too, while the Ion Blast takes out their shields, provided that they don't have a high dodge chance. Alright, now let's see that halberd beam. Aha, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And now we really have nothing to worry about, especially since I don't think automated ones can even repair. Alrighty, yep, he goes down. Worked out very nicely. Oh, right, we need to power up oxygen. Let's take that off, power up oxygen. Do I hear a fire? I need to explore. Sounds like we have a fire. But because we're in a nebula, I can't see, obviously. Alright, we do have a fire. Okay, there's no point in my guy going and fighting that, because I could just fit that out very, very easily. And it sounds like it's out, so I'm just going to... let's hit up this store. We've already been here before, but it will give us a chance to sell our heavy laser, get us some extra scrap. Because we really do not need it. And then we can actually start upgrading our defense. And then, yeah, let's go ahead and heal. 50 plus 50. We'll need 100 in order to get shields up and running. So, what I could do... No, I'm going to save it for shields, because at this point I feel like another layer of shields would be very, very useful. Sure, let's aid the Federation ship. Let's get our drone up and running. And then let's go for oxygen, shields, and engines and weapons. And then Ion Blast, of course, go for shields. I almost forgot that we had the Ion Blast. But yeah, for a while we should just be mowing through guys with a drone and an ion blast and a halberd beam. We should just be ripping guys apart, provided that they don't take out any vital systems. Oh, okay, so the thing with the Zoltan is that taking guys away is actually very risky. So I'm going to actually move this guy out of here. And then they will have to go through the... Okay, sweet. Their ship is gone. So I will bring this guy up here. Alright, let's bring Rock Guy down here. It will probably take out our engines. But then, it doesn't really matter what else we do. That guy there. Sweet. Wow, we actually got a lot of scrap and stuff from that. But yeah, once this guy gets down here, Rockman and Zoltan guy should be able to take these guys out. No problem. Hopefully. Might have to move. Okay. No, okay. I hope he can get out of here in time. Yes, okay. You heal. You guys get down here and help. Alright, and we should be able to take these guys out without much problem. The Zoltan just seem really weak in hand-to-hand combat. And not really good at repairing things either. Maybe I'm just used to having NGs for repairing, that is. Of course, NGs aren't good at fighting. Okay, let's actually get everyone over here to heal. Do you need to heal? Nope. Do you need to heal? Nope. This guy's just been chilling here the entire time, but he hasn't moved. Alright, then I want to get everyone back to their best place. I don't remember who's doing what. Lagarde is engines. Nickme is weapons. Nickme, you get to weapons. Lagarde, you get to engines. And then you can stay right here. Then you, whoever you are, Finn, obviously will go to shields. And actually, we can now have another layer of shields. And we almost have enough to upgrade our engines again, actually. Man, I feel like this episode has gone on for a really long time. I'm just taking my time here, trying to make sure that I do everything right. No, I don't want to risk losing anyone to that, which has actually happened a lot of times. I know that most things in this game don't have a set outcome. It's kind of like random, but I have had a lot of bad luck with that. All right, let's put that guy on, or Ion Blast on these shields, and then let's see, what do we want to go for here? Can we get all four things? Kind of doubt it. I think we can actually. All right, let's go for it. And then we have, wow, okay, so we have pretty good defense now, because we have 2 layers of shields. As well as level 3 engines, which isn't fantastic, but we should be able to get those up to par pretty quickly. Especially since we kind of a powerhouse right now. Things are pretty awesome. And then we got a shit ton of scrap right there. Forgot we have the scrap recovery arm. That's probably why we are getting so much scrap. Alright, alrighty. Oh, okay. Nothing special, apparently. So we will head to, I guess, Zoltan-controlled sector. Fight some more of ourselves. Maybe get some help. Alrighty, we could upgrade our engines, but I'd like to have enough money to where if we find a shop, I can get kind of what I need. Alright, let's send the rock crew member in. Sweet. Contact the survivors. Advanced FTL navigation. Sweet. That's kind of cool, because what that allows us to do is to travel to any place that we've already been. Which, in all honesty, I feel like the money that you get for that was probably worth more than that. So I will probably end up selling it, but it might come in handy until then. Actually, let's get everyone out of here. Let's gang up on this guy, because they can't help him because of that door. But then we should be able to get rid of those guys. I'll bring a Zoltan guy up to the med bay in case we need to heal. And then, you know what? I'll go ahead and go up to the med bay. And then apparently they'll just follow us, and then we can easily finish them off here. Like, not even a problem. Alright, and then you go repair this. You're basically at full health. And this guy will heal up. And then we'll get this guy back to the shield room. Yep, 1 health away from being at full. Alrighty, oh, store right here. Let's see if it has anything awesome. If we could get another drone, that would be awesome. We don't really need more weapons. Ooh. I'm going to actually buy this guy. Heal up a little bit. Ooh, get some fuel. Didn't realize we were running so low. And then, let's get rid of advanced FTL navigation. And we really don't need a Mantis. We really don't. But another Zoltan is pretty awesome. That will actually help us out quite a bit. And, yeah. So now that we actually have an extra bit of power, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade the engines, since it only costs 30 to actually upgrade the engines. And now our dodge chances increased by 5%. Awesome. Ooh, and there's another store right here, too. Alright, let's hit up the store, and then I think we can kind of circle around the exit, because there's lots of nebulas around there. And I don't think the scrap recovery arm stacks, so we're not going to go for that. Long-range scanners could be useful, though. Make sure that we don't go into a sun or anything like that and ruin our run. But instead, ooh, let's get another Zoltan and then spend the rest of our money on fuel. And then where should he go? Let's put him in oxygen. Or, let's actually put him in weapons, just in case, you know, in case we get any damage on the weapons, they'll be able to heal it faster, I believe. And do we still get, yeah, we get 2 power actually from that. So we could definitely upgrade our engines again if we wanted to. Alrighty. So nothing there, but we should head into the nebula here. That will slow the pursuit of the rebel fleet, and apparently we don't get anything from that. What is up with all these sectors that don't have anything? Alright, so we get to fight this guy, Zoltan Border Police. Alright, let's deploy this ship, or this anti-ship drone rather, and target the shields with that, obviously. And wow, their rooms are really grouped together. I wonder how many we could hit. 5, it looks like. I hope that works. And I think that's the most number of rooms that we could hit with that. I think. Yeah. And then our ion blast is all prepped, and alright, have at it. And do we have a weapons guy at full yet? We don't. Okay, he just leveled up though, speak of the devil. So our ion blast and everything will actually start shooting faster. But yeah, these guys can't do shit right now. No, I'm not going to accept surrender. We can easily take these guys out. And then one more burst from this laser should take them out. They didn't even do any damage. And then, sweet. All that scrap, too. And then we can actually do quite a bit more exploring, too, if we felt like it. Which I do, of course. More exploring, more upgrades. Fucking awesome. They say they are researching genetic distortion due to stasis sleep. Sure, participate. Being held hostage. Oh, wait, oh, shit, that is a lot of guys to warp in. This could actually end very badly. Alright, so let's prep everything up here so that I don't have to worry about that while I'm microing everything. But let's go for shields to weapons. Yeah, shields to weapons, that makes the most sense. And yeah, we can take 4 rooms like that. We don't want them to get any major damage on the weapons or anything like that. Alright, trying to think of how I want to go about this. Let's take the guy from the engine room. And then the guy from... No, not the drone room. If we bring them over here, I should be able to funnel them into there. Maybe? Alright, let's actually get this guy and this guy. And bring them over here. And open up this room, and then this door, and then... Yeah, let's funnel them in here. And then hopefully we will be able to kill all these guys before they can get too much damage on us. It looks like they're going for the shield room. Alright, so we killed one of them. Okay, it looks like Rock Guy is coming to help. And then it looks like their ship's actually going to blow up too. Awesome. Okay, right as they hit the weapons, that's actually perfect timing. System repair drone, we can sell that. Yeah, take that, guys. Don't even try. Alright, I'm actually going to get this Zoltan guy to come help repair this. Alrighty. And we need Nick Me on the weapons. And then, who was on the... I think it was Lagarde? Yeah, Lagarde was on the engines. Then, what was Adnan doing? I have too many guys, I can't keep them all... Can't keep them all straight. Okay, he goes on weapons too. Awesome. Alrighty, stress signal up there. We actually probably have plenty of time to hit that up, then head back down here. Yeah, let's go for that. It's risky, but I'm gonna give him fuel. Oh, sweet, and we get a laser. If we can sell that and get more fuel, then that will definitely have paid for itself. Fighting off pirates. Alright, wow, 3 shields. Have we been fighting guys with 3 shields? I think we may have been. Alright, let's go for the shields, obviously. Then go for the halberd beam from shields to weapons. Should be able to get the bridge there too. Pretty standard stuff, and I think we're good to go. Alright, and hopefully we should be able to at least get... Okay, we might actually want to hold off on the halberd beam. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do that. Then I'm going to hold that like so until we can get at least one more level down. Alright, that'll work. Alright. So now, I guess we just wait. There's not really that much they can do to us, I don't think. How many bursts, how many lasers does that thing shoot? Oh well, it doesn't matter, it's dead. Alright, alright, let's hit up the exit. It looks like we actually planned this out very, very well. Alrighty. Are greeted by a science vessel waiting by a beacon. They hail you. We find ourselves low on fuel and have a proposition. Sorry guys. I really can't do that. And let's go to the next sector, and let's go to the Mantis control sector. And guys, I hate to do this, but I think I actually am going to have to cut the video off here just because I feel like this has been going on for a really long time and I actually have stuff I need to do. But we will definitely start this back up next time. I'll make it like part 1 of 2 or whatever. But anyway, yeah guys, thanks for watching and I'll see you guys next time.